Hey, blessings, everyone. This is Yanni, the only luckologist. So, a couple cycles ago, you guys remember this beautiful queen. She came to me with very traumatizing for her too. That was traumatizing for her. She's shaking her head. Seborrheic dermatitis. What is seborrheic dermatitis? Just to recap, when babies get it, most babies have it. It's called cradle cap, but when you're an adult, it's called seborrheic dermatitis. She's been to numerous what do you call it, dermatologists, and they were giving all them steroid cream, steroid washes, stuff that did not help. Something tell her called Jimmy and I, 98% of it is completely gone. Hers was so bad that when I took my nail and tap her head like this, it sounded like I was tapping on something plastic. It was on there. So the wash she gets is different from what the client Jimmy is washing right now gets. She had to get an antifungal wash, and she started working it on the inside. So she took all our links that I told her to get. I said, sis, your problem is a gut problem. It's not a scalp problem because your gut health is off balance. So she started taking stuff like probiotic, grape seed, what is it? Grapefruit seed oil, which please look that up. I'll put the links under. Her scalp is cleared up. So she was now telling us, she just walked through the door. She said, Yanni, I thought I would have had to cut my hair because of the seborrheic dermatitis. She actually lost her hairline. Then she first started coming to us. And she has that nice bushy hairline I like, the one that comes straight to your eyebrows. So I know you as a hairy child growing up. Yep, you can see every time because this is such a weird thing. And now when I post about it, more people are coming out saying, "Oh my God, my hairline used to look like that, and you lost it from overstyling and twisting." So now her hairline, all the disrespectfulness grew back. For the new people that subscribe, it when I say your hair is disrespectful, it's a compliment. No, you're not offended. Like what? Good. It's a compliment, right? When I say your hair disrespectful and inappropriate, meaning all this nice new growth that most people twist and pull and you lose it, my clients have it. So today she's going to do a color, because when she first asked about it, when she first came, I said, here, what's this? I don't need your extra $20 because I only charge 20 extra. I don't price gouge people. I don't need your extra $20. That's just lunch money to me. Let's work on cleaning the scalp up, getting healthy from the inside out. Because though Jimmy could work on it and clean the scalp, if you're still eating the same way, if you're not drinking your water, if you're not taking these probiotics to balance your natural gut health, this problem was still coming back. She admitted that she liked what it was, pasta, bread,
Yes.
anything that's white. If you have psoriasis, eczema, seborrheic scalp issues, you want to avoid those food products. Okay, sugar is your enemy, and I don't mean sugar like you want to sweeten your tea with a little honey. I'm talking stuff like bagel, white rice, pasta. Help me, Jimmy. White bread. You help me too. What else? What else? Wait, muffins. Muffins. All that. Cakes. Cookies. Yes.
Any white
Right.
flour.
Anything white for some I can eat it and I'll be fine, or Shanae can eat it and be fine. But there are some people, so don't take what I'm saying personal. There are some people when they have certain medical issues, it creates inflammation in the body. You notice now that you slow down on it, you don't feel as much pain in your joints, because that's what it does to it. Affects, it just builds up inflammation. So a lot of our scalp issues is not a scalp problem, it's a gut problem. Your dermatologist will never tell you this. They want to give you all the nasal roll, all the steroid cream, steroid washes, where all it does, it makes it worse. Because the minute you stop taking that stuff, the problem you had comes back a billion times worse. So she has graduated now. Cap and gown. There we go. Here's the certificate, man. Boom. She has graduated. She bought all her color. We just doing her before. I like if she had choose to keep her silver. And what I like with her hair, oh, you have a skunk too. I love the skunk. That's when you have like a patch of gray. I had a skunk and I lost my skunk. A nice patch of gray going back. If she had choose to keep the silver, Jimmy does a beautiful silver wash to make the silver more silver like pop. But it's fine.
One day.
She what? And it is fine, queen. We're not even, I don't judge. That's one thing I never do. I never judge people. Today she wants a nice little makeover, right? Eyelashes look good. She got those thick eyebrows that I hate. I hate you, by the way. And Yanni, get over it. And she's doing a color different from her ends. So I'm excited. Jimmy's going to do her color for her because not to give him a big head. Yes, he does colors better than me. Whatever, Jimmy. Forget you and your eyebrows. He's going to do her color for her. So I'm excited to show the before and after. Okay, guys? So stay tuned to see this. How does your hair feel? It feels so good running my hands through your hair. I remember when I first touched your head, I was like, is this plastic she got on? What is this? We couldn't even do this, guys. That's how bad it was. And the crazy thing, I'm just buying time and talking while Jimmy finishes up a client. The crazy thing is there's a young lady who flies in from Texas to see us. She saw, the Texas girl saw her video and called me to book. And she's like, oh my God, you did this lady with seborrheic dermatitis. I got the same thing. Well, the Texas lady came this morning and I told her the other lady coming this afternoon. I'm mad they didn't see each other. And the Texas girl, hey, Jessica, Texas. The Texas girl who completely, Jimmy and I completely cleared up. Because not only Jimmy clears up the seborrheic dermatitis and what she used like the probiotic and stuff, I give certain clients an antifungal hot oil treatment. So I mix hot oil treatment based on the client's hair scalp problem. I wish you guys can see how beautiful, look at this scalp. So because of the seborrheic dermatitis, her new growth wasn't even growing as thick. And I know she's feeling a difference. A huge difference, yes. Look at that. It is mild. It just has a couple of tiny little spots. And I want to say this, and this would always happen, you know. Actually, just one little spot. Yeah, it's on the same side right there, which is weird, right? If you know, this is really important. If you know you have any of those conditions I just called, seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, any type of scalp issue, and you really want to color your hair or dye your hair, I don't dye, I color. Please lay off on that cosmetic part until you fix the problem. And she could have been, you know what, Yanni could kiss my ass. I go in by somebody else and let them do it. Even though the brand we use is not dangerous, you're not fixing the problem. Just imagine I'm putting all that color on top of somebody's seborrheic dermatitis. That could have made the flare up even worse, right? So now that she has been delivered, I'm such an ass, right? Look how clean that scalp looks. A little flaking, which is normal. Right, when Jimmy watches, that's gonna come up, but this is I wish you guys can see it, a very clean scalp. Even her new growth feels so nice and soft. When she first came, it was crunchy. We could have peeled it off and put it in milk and serve it back to and say, look, a bowl of cereal. It was that bad. No lie. Yeah. This is not me saying it in a bad way. It was, she told me and I thought she was exaggerating. And she's like, Yanni's better. Like, nah, you good, girl. When I opened up her hair, I was like, oh, snap. Yeah, so she is cured of it. She's still taking the supplements and stuff on the inside, right?
Absolutely.
Good, right?
And this absolutely is trust, because I never walk around with gray hair.
Really?
But when you said, don't color it, do this, I followed
everything you said. Yeah. So this is the grayest you've ever looked.
Ever.
Wow.
Ever.
So, but I know young men. You know, there's a lot of young men that like women because you are so hot looking. I mean, I'm not saying it in any way. When I open the door, because most of the times you're coming with masks, but you're a medical worker, so I know you're COVID and cootie is free. So I'm finally seeing your face. When I open the door, I'm like, she fine as fuck. You are a beautiful. I'm serious. I was looking at people's skin. You are glowing. And I know a lot of young men, once you get that color, she gonna be, right? You're like, where the fuck are you going, Messy? You are fine. So even with the gray, you are beautiful. So you ready for this makeover?
I am ready.
What I want to
tell. I'm more excited about my hair, honestly.
Because you came close to cutting it off.
Yes, I thought I had to. I didn't know what was going
on. And what are some of the things the doctors told you? You could tell the audience. Just speak up loud.
Well, the doctor gave me some kind of steroid.
Yep.
And honestly speaking, when I put that on my scalp, it got worse.
Yep, that's what I tell people.
It started as one tiny little spot, and I feel like once I put it on, it got thicker and it spread. And it got harder, because by the time you came to me, remember, I kept tapping your head with my fingernail. Like alligator skin.
Yep.
Like I had 10 layers of skin on top of my scalp, and I kept saying, I waited all this time to grow my locks, and I'm going to have to cut them off.
Yep.
And I was devastated.
Yeah.
And I went on YouTube, I found you, and I said, I'm going to go to that. When they come here, I'm getting in.
Yeah.
So I was very happy the first time I came.
I'm so glad I get this a lot when people hear my personality. Every now and then somebody will leave a comment saying, she sounds so aggressive. She must not have clients. And I like when there are people like you who talk it, because I can't film every client. We have thousands of clients. And I like to say, listen, not to boast, my personality doesn't affect my clientele. Because when you say you want a color, like, listen, we're not doing none of that shit. We go in and fix your hair first.
Exactly.
You could have walked out and be like, she a little too aggressive. I go in, but you listen and you see who turns down money in this day and age.
Right.
I was like, I don't want your money. Let's fix the hair first.
And so it's much better.
And it works.
But you know what? Not only that my scalp is better, I know what the cause is now.
Yeah, it was a gut problem.
Even if I have a tiny flare up, I know why.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, last week
I ate, you went out on dinner.
Shifts. I had extra sugar because I was just stressing and I ate something I shouldn't have had. Like now I know.
You know,
so it's even controlled better.
And you run your business. So you heard what you just said? Sometimes, especially for the medical workers, you might be ripping and running. Your scalp is clean. You don't, for those people who get flare-ups with seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, you actually feel it before you get it. Your scalp starts to feel tight. You feel a little pull and it starts to itch. Go back, like what you said, go back in your mind. All month you could have eaten properly, but that month you could have done a double chip, whatever, and all you did was grab one muffin because you got to eat something. Within 7 to 8 days, that's when it catches up to you. And like you said, stress, because you never had seborrheic dermatitis before. You got it because of COVID. Yeah, so hers was triggered by stress. Doctors are now classifying seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis as autoimmune. I'll talk about that later on. Give me 1 second, Val. How was your wash? Val, you've been coming to me for a million years and you still act like if you're getting washed for the first time. Each time she eyes roll back like a million years. Jimmy, look how color is on the step. He's going to set up your color for you. Guys, stay tuned. All right? I'm so excited for this. I am so happy. Thanks for trusting us. Okay, no problem, Queen. Stay tuned, guys. You're here. Her skin is flawless. I was looking at her skin is beautiful. You're a beautiful sister, though. With the gray hair, you're beautiful. I know people leave the comment, girl, she fine. Back here. All right. Okay, guys, we are done. Turn to me so they can get to see it. Turn this way, the other way. Pull your locks to the front, right here on the other side. She is loving. She is loving this color. Sorry, I was busy. I couldn't do that before I locked her here. Right, we still not focused on it being super neat because I can't pull her hair. I don't do hair tight anyway, but people with any type of seborrheic dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, hair is not supposed to be pulled tight because what it does, it makes the condition worse. It's going to inflame, irritate the scalp, right? So if you look at her hairline right here, I try to catch it and I don't use gel. Turn this way, so it's good, perfect. Right here, she has her little curly cues. I didn't snatch or yank, but when she first came to me, her hairline was back here. All that new growth grew, and we caught it. Look, it's on the side here too. So we caught it, and this is just her baby hair. Little bit by little bit, it's growing back nicely. How does your hair? Yes. How do you feel?
Amazing.
You do. She is loving it. So confidence-wise, this feels a lot better.
Off the scale.
Off the scale, all right.
Yes.
Good. So we hearing a date later. Had to look at the door so you can see it. We hearing a date later. Anything?
Possibly.
But we know we speaking it. I told you by the time we come down, you be single, and next thing you know is okay, guys. You can hit me up. What's that lady with the red hair number? I will go through their resume for you. I will take on that responsibility and be like, send me all your information. Let me Google you before I send my girl to you. All right. So how does that color feel in your hair, that brand?
I love it.
You like it?
My hair feels soft.
It doesn't feel crispy like if you use like all those other brands. Yeah, that's why I love that brand because it also conditions the hair. So if anybody, again, you guys know I love Herbatints. It's not like what Clairol and Dark and Lovely do. It doesn't have that. Notice it doesn't have that bad smell in it either. Right. So she looks amazing. What advice would you give? You could turn back to the front. What advice would you give anyone dealing with a scalp issue and they're just frustrated and they're considering cutting their hair?
Two things. Check Yanni.
So I wasn't going to say that, but
and check your gut.
Right. It's
an inside job.
It is pure gut health.
Yeah.
Your skin is so beautiful. I hate you so much. Your eyebrows look so good. But I hate you in a good way. All right, guys, stay tuned for more videos. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but she looks lovely. All right, sis, I will see you in October, God willing.
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem.